But yep, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We are excited for this webinar for you guys today. The trading revolution, or the X social trading that we currently have on the XStation platform, is absolutely fantastic. I think it's a feature of the platform that not enough people use. Honestly, it's almost like having your account traded for you at the end of the day if you're able to use it properly. There definitely is a level of education that you need in order to start using it. Definitely, webinars like these help you. Having analysts at your disposal also help you in deciphering exactly what traders you should be looking at and traders you should be following, and also understanding the basics. So even something as simple as a definition that I see on a day-to-day basis, I might not realize that a beginner trader knows that term. So that's obviously why we're here, to make things very layman for you and very, very clear. So having said that, let's go ahead and get started with the webinar here today. It should be rather quick. I'm hoping that we can maybe get through all the material within 20 minutes. Or 25 minutes. That will give me about maybe 10 or maybe 10, 15 minutes to try to help you guys out with any sort of questions that you may have, or any sort of other needs you guys want to take a peek at, or any other features you want to take a peek at on the platform. Obviously, I'm here to kind of help you guys out with that at the end of the day. So on the session for today, we are going to show you guys obviously how to get started on the platform. Very simple stuff. Should be a lot of repetition. How to navigate your way toward X Social, just in case you're scratching your head at where to find it. So that's kind of the entry level, beginner level, what we're going to do today. Then we're going to get into the X Social Hub, what it all means, what buttons do what. Everybody with their demo account is going to have access to X Social. The demo account X Social is exactly the same as the live account X Social. Obviously, it's just not real money, fake funds. So anything that you guys learn here today, we definitely encourage you to hop on your demo platforms and start trying it out and start trading. Then we're going to be analyzing some players and viewing their trading history. We're going to be going over kind of some big players in the games. These are the top elite traders in the platform right now. We're going to be going over them as soon as we hop back onto the platform to give you guys a live demo. And then we're going to show you what it means to add a player to your portfolio so that you're basically copying the trader's maneuvers. X Social allows it to be very simple. You can monitor your portfolio quite easy. You can monitor various traders. You can have 4 or 5 traders on your portfolio at a given time, and you can marginally copy their trades. So you're maybe only copying a few trades from those traders. So that obviously allows you to diversify your portfolio. As the saying goes, not having all your eggs in one basket. Obviously, it is a great help if one trader maybe has a bad day, but the other trader has a good day. So we're going to be going over all that. We're going to be going over it first on the presentation, and then we're going to actually be hopping over to the live platform to give you guys a quick demo. Hopefully at that time, we're going to be all concluded, and I'll be able to try to answer any sort of questions you guys have. My apologies if I don't get to your questions, but again, if you guys do have live accounts, you can ask your trading professional or trade analyst at any time, and we will get back to you. Okay, so at the end of the day, what we want you guys to know after this webinar is obviously how to get started on the platform, and obviously how to access X Social. We really hope you leave with that knowledge at least. Checking out a top trader, so how you guys can obviously access the platform and monitor the best traders in the game. That's definitely the best part, because once you find that out, you can see exactly what they're trading, how they're trading, how much they're trading, how big their account balances is, and everything like that. How much they've profited, how many trades they win on average. You can see the top players in the game, which is obviously fun and educational at the same time. Then we want you guys to figure out, if it gets a little bit more advanced and you're actually looking to start leveraging yourself on X Social, what traders actually fit your style, so exactly what traders fit your account balance, and the amount of aggressiveness and risk that you want to kind of have an interplay with, and then how to minimize that risk. So obviously how to kind of quell the risk if you are looking to trade on a lower account balance platform. So we're going to be going over all that today. I know a lot of you guys out there definitely have live accounts with us. I think some of you managed to get lucky and get onto this platform without a live account. No problem at all there. We do try to keep some spots open for demo traders that we know who are trying to get their game up and get into it. So we're going to have a bit of a bonus at the end. Obviously, this Friday we're going to be showcasing another live trading event webinar those individuals that attended the last Friday live trading event webinar, I think they left at least up $20. That was the base amount that our trader actually made on it. They were trading just 0.1 lot contracts. So if you guys were trading more than that, you made more than that. But we made at least 20 pips on the live trading event for last Friday. That was for the non-farm payrolls. The one coming up this Friday is actually going to be for the Canadian employment figures. So again, another USD CAD kind of mix on there. So we're going to be, I'll go over that again at the end of the webinar, and please let me know if I need help on anything else or you need help on anything else. Okay, so getting started on the platform. Again, guys, should be repetition for a lot of you out there. This is going to be the first main screen that you see when you open up the XStation platform. This actually is showing the Forex side of the trading menu. So you can see here that on the left-hand side, if you see my spotlight cursor, you're going to have 4 options here on the left-hand side. And these are, as I call them, the layers of the platform. So the amazing thing about the XStation platform is it isn't just one trading tool, it's 3 different trading tools. You can do anything you want on it. Binary options, that's a very simple way of trading. Binary options brokers are all over the place nowadays, and we have that feature on the platform. We also have the Forex side of the menu, which is basically strictly trading a commodity or currency or a particular instrument, buying and selling for long-term gains and profits, not just short-term like options are typically considered. X Social, which is what we're going to be looking at today, obviously, and that's actually seeing players trade in the game. So when you do log on to the XStation, you're going to be seeing a lot of flashing colors, a lot of graphs. Don't worry, every single trader that first started off was in your position. If you're a little bit uneasy about it, don't worry about it. I know it kind of looks like matrix code at the start, but obviously it's not. It's very simple stuff, and we can break it down for you on a very simple level. But again, everything that you guys need is on the left-hand side of the screen here. These are the 3 buttons that you're going to be pressing the most: Forex, Social, and Options. Store is when you want to add on. It's a little bit more pro level. It's adding on different instruments and robots to your style. But if you're doing X Social, I find that that's really all you need. So everything is available on this side right here. We have webinars designed specifically for each and every one of them. So it's really okay, guys, if you're a little bit still nervous and you want to do a refresher, you can hop on our YouTube channel and check out some previous ones we've done. Or if you're a live account holder, you just got to stay tuned. We're going to have another webinar very shortly in the future on how to trade Forex. I know some other webinars that we're going to be holding today. We have one feature on Thursday that's going to be strictly on X Mobile, and then on Friday we have our live trading event where we're actually going to be doing some Forex trading on a live scale. So you're going to be able to see market patterns, market data, that kind of thing. So that is about it. So you guys, at this point, you should be past our beginner level. You should understand how to log into the XStation and then get onto social. You simply do it by clicking that button on the left-hand side of your screen there. So what is X Social? Well, I've kind of explained this a couple times, and I'm sure traders out there maybe have heard it once or twice, but obviously repetition isn't a bad thing at the end of the day. It is the father of learning, as they say. X Social is almost the integration of a social media hub like Facebook into the trading community. So what you basically get is the ability to view every single trader currently in the platform trading on the XStation. So that's every single trader around the world, across the globe, trading on XStation. And no matter where you are in the world, if you're on the XStation, you're currently being ranked in that platform. You're only going to be able to see the top traders. That's because there's millions of people using the XStation from all around the world. You're going to get to see the top, the best, the very best of the best, the big dogs in the game. Then, if you guys want and you have the ability, aka the funds available to you to monitor these players and access these players' accounts, you're going to have that option with Currency House. So you're going to have the ability to see these players, copy their trades, copy their strategies, and then whenever these players profit, you profit in turn. So say one of the traders that you're copying right now that you currently have in your portfolio makes a profitable trade on the DE30, which is the German, one of the German indices, the DAX. So say they profit on that, you in turn profit on that. Say this one trader from Canada shorts oil. Well, if you're following that trader, you're going to profit when that Canadian player shorted oil and created a certain amount of profit. You make profit whenever these traders do. And it eventually is going to allow you, once you diversify your portfolio enough, to just be able to hop onto the station and just see these other traders from all around the world trading and profiting for you. if these traders ever do maybe take a step back and they don't make profit, you have the ability to totally disable the trader and stop following them. So stop following them on your specific portfolio with Currency House. So it allows you to really diversify the earnings that you have currently in the investing community, and it's a very simple hub that allows you to do it. It almost seems too good to be true in a lot of cases, and I definitely was a bit of a skeptic when I first kind of stepped into the trading arena and saw the power of social trading, but it's really not. A lot of traders like trading for themselves. It's just kind of what a lot of old school traders do, because social is definitely a newer thing, but obviously the integration of a community of people onto an online source is a newer thing, and that's kind of what social media is at the same time, right? Facebook and all this kind of stuff is a newer concept, so that's why it's been added into the social trading arena. So now we have the ability to monitor other individuals on a trading platform, which we never had the ability to do before. So now with this ability, traders have the function of copying other traders in the game, marginally copying in some cases, because other traders in the game have hundreds of thousands of dollars in your account, and we don't expect you guys to, not all of you guys, to have that amount in your account either. So obviously we've created ways in which you can follow these players and profit the way they profit without that considerable account balance. So we're going to be going over that with you today. Obviously we may need to spend a little bit more time on certain aspects with certain individuals a little bit more. But again, with a live account, you have access to us. We're here to help you. So this is the social hub. Again, it may seem like a little bit too much for individuals that first jump on it, but it's really not. It's broken down into 4 different categories, and we're going to go over each category right now. So just looking overhead, there's 4 different boxes, right? We have box 1 right here, box 2, box 3, and box 4, okay? Box 1 is the players in the game. So this is where you're going to see the other players in the game. This is currently a screenshot of the demo environment. So that's why all the traders currently in the game have a number. Trader 1234, trader 5984, whatever, okay? You're going to see their country though. That's something you're going to be able to see on the live side of it. And all of these features are going to be available to you too. Profit, equity, trades, max drawdown, runtime in days, winning percentage, and the ability to add to a watch list and copy this trader. Okay, this is all going to be available to you on the live platform. Box number 2 is when you actually select a specific player. So in this environment, we've selected trader 2954 from the UK here. Then we're going to view their profile. So this is kind of like their Facebook profile, if you will, their trading profile that you're going to get to see. So it's going to be monitoring all their trading activity, how much profit they're up, how much profit they make on every trade, their overall percentage. Are they just kind of reaching their peak right now? Are they starting to fizzle out of their profit capability? And some other statistics such as provider history, what they're currently trading, and open positions, the positions they currently have available on the market. Box number 3 is the traders you currently have open and the trades they currently have out on the system. So you're going to be able to see if you're making profit, what trades you're making profit of, what traders are currently making you profit, kind of who are your earners in the system. And then box 4, this is just your portfolio. So this is when you have the ability to, cut a trader, enable a trader, disable a trader, or modify the trades that you currently have out. So it's just 4 different boxes monitoring 4 different things. So let's get into a little bit more in depth on a couple of these boxes here. So the social hub, again, this is just the traders that you're looking at in the game. So as you can see, this is actually on the live environment now. So this was actually a screenshot from, I believe, about 7 or 8 months ago that we took. You'll actually see that the traders are totally different now when we go on the trading platform. They're totally different. They've traded a lot. A lot of the traders have cashed out. Some of the traders are still in the game. Some of the traders have taken a step back. But the top 10 traders are consistently changing and altering in the game. This is, we're going to see their overall profit, the current profit that they're actually making. Current equity is their overall account balance, so how much they currently have in the system. This is the number of trades that they make. This is all going to be available. I just kind of have it memorized because I've seen this so much. This is the number of trades the trader have made. Drawdown is the amount that they're allowing their trades to go into the negative. So you can allow trades to go into negative. Of course, you guys should know that. But this actually shows you how negative the traders are willing to allow their trades to go. So it's very important if your equity isn't too deep. You don't want to copy a trader with a massive drawdown. This is their runtime in days, so how many days are they currently, have hit their stride, or they're currently on the up and up. This is obviously what they're currently doing when their last trade was made, and this is the copy button where you can copy the traders. Finally, and probably most importantly, on the end here is the actual winning percentage that the trader has. How often do they pick a correct trade? Okay. So hopefully that all makes sense. We're going to go over it again as soon as we hop back on the live platform, but this is kind of just the overall view of the trader itself. So now once you've found a trader that you want to copy, there's a very important box that's going to come up called the copy provider. So we're going to be going over this when we do copy a trader, so don't worry if it's a little bit too much. But this is going to allow you to marginally copy a trader. So when you find somebody that you want to trade, but you don't have the same account balance as they do, say the trader has $100,000 in their account. That means that their equity is huge. Okay, they have the ability to let multiple trades run into massive negative numbers because they know eventually it's going to trend upwards. Okay, when we look at a graph or a chart, it doesn't always look very diagonal, right? It's not just one diagonal straight arrow line going up or down. It's always trending, as we call it. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, it's going really up, it's going a bit down, it's going really up. So you want to make sure that when you copy these traders and they allow those little dips, that those dips won't annihilate your account, which they can sometimes if you're copying a trader with a massive equity. So we marginally copy the trader. So if the trader opens a one lot contract, which is a huge, huge contract, you only open a 1/10 of that size. So we have that ability to do that. So if you're only looking at doing 0.1 lot contracts, which is what we recommend for traders with an account balance of 1,000 USD or less, we really recommend that if you're going to trade with X Social, you have at least 1,000 USD in your account. Having said that, you have access to it with lower amounts, but to be safe, we always recommend you have at least 1,000 USD in there. And that's a good amount to start trading with. That's what every single broker in the game is going to tell you, that you should have in your account about 1,000 USD. And that's where, the more you have in your account balance, the more you're likely to make profit. It's just kind of trading mentality. The more you have, the more you can make, and the quicker you can make it. It's investing 101, right? So anyways, so if you have an account balance of around that 1,000 range, I always recommend making sure it's manually adjusted to 0.1 lots. That's to make sure that the drawdown isn't big at all. And then you can adjust the maximum amount of open positions that you're willing to copy. So if you have about 1,000, you should only have maybe 3 positions opened at once, and you can adjust the maximum trailing loss. So how negative are you willing to let the trades to go? Normally this should be open to the discretion of the trader that you're copying. That's kind of the reason why you're copying them. You're allowing their trading profession to be taken into account here. But if you check out the trader's drawdown, which we will, then normally you can skip over this. So this is very important, this part, if your account balance is around that $1,000 range. Okay, you want to marginally adjust it to 0.1 and adjust the amount of open volley positions. 2 very important things when you're trading X Social and you don't have the account balance of the individuals that you're trading with. Okay, so that's honestly right there is probably the most confusing part of X Social. Okay, if you can wrap your mind around what I just said right there, you're golden. You can start trading on it right away. Okay, so once you copy a trader, they'll be added to your trader portfolio, as you guys have seen before. And then once this trader starts making trades and they have trades open, then you're going to see it on your open trading report. So those are the 4 boxes. We literally just went over all 4 boxes. They're not that confusing. Okay, trader portfolio. This is going to be the actual traders that you're copying. On the right-hand side is just their small kind of screenshot of their own profile. And finally, the history is just the positions, and the open positions are just the positions that the traders you're following currently have open. So that's it. It's really not that confusing, guys. There are only 4 boxes. Okay, so having said that, let's hop onto the platform and try to copy a trader in live time. So to get obviously to the platform, simply go to currencyhouse.com, go to login, go to live account. If you do have a live account, which obviously I recommend, that's how we all make money, use your credentials and log in. Once you do that, the platform will open. And then to get to X Social, I'm going to get my spotlight out here. You simply go over to the left-hand side of the screen here and click on X Social. Big juicy X Social button right here, guys. This is getting started 101 on X Social. Okay, you just press that button right there. Okay, so now this is the current live capturing of the top traders in the game right now. I always recommend when you start sorting traders, because if you press any of these buttons, you can rank traders by any of these right here. So I always recommend ranking traders by the overall profit, which you can see right here, right? This little arrow right here. This is ranking the current overall profit that the traders have made. So right now we can see the most profitable traders currently in XStation. So let's see, let's get my spotlight out so you guys can see it. So right now we have Guantanamera from Spain is the #1 trader in the game right now. The equity is negative, which means that the trader is currently running a huge negative on their open positions. So you always want to make sure you see that as well. Not a great position. So that is, this trader Guantanamera has made a lot of profit, but also a lot of loss. So they're definitely not somebody you want to take a peek at. So let's go ahead and look at some other traders on the list here. So if we look at PL Man, it's an interesting trader here, PL Man, because they actually have a 100% winning streak currently on the platform, right? Now we're ranking in terms of overall equity, so that's why we've got rid of this guy. So if we rank in terms of overall equity, these are the individuals that have the biggest account balance in the system currently. So there's definitely people to take a peek at, especially when you profit sort and you see the same names coming up. So the same names of the people that have the best overall profit have the best equity too. So they're definitely people to keep a peek at. We were following somebody, MSL from Poland. They were actually ranking about number 1 or 2, I believe. We had them copied to a certain degree here, if you guys see on the bottom right hand of the screen. But this person, Hero, from Switzerland, is a new and up-and-coming trader in the game currently. Really, really big, really powerful. The drawdown is very small. They very rarely let their trades go into the negative. And PL Man is right up there with this trader Hero. So they're both at 100%. Honestly, if you look at Hero statistics, I honestly like Hero a little bit more, especially because Hero is a newer trader in the game. Just give it a second here. The station's just loading up. We're going to get a chance to open up Hero's profile in just a second here. And then we're going to be able to see it. But so let's, if we check further down, it's funny when you look at the traders because a lot of them are currently actually from Poland. If you see, there's about 4 top traders in the top 10 that are from Poland currently. So it's a funny statistic to see. I think it's really because a lot of the XStation concept was originally conceived in Poland, and I think it's kind of the first area that really took over for the XStation. So a lot of Polish traders started trading on the XStation at that point. Okay, so we got Hero statistics open up on the right-hand side here. Obviously, I just got that by clicking on Hero. My XStation's kind of going in and out right now. I think my internet connection isn't the greatest, but we got Hero statistics up and going right now on the right-hand side. So we currently are able to see Hero's overall profit. We're currently able to see the average profit currently being made, the trade numbers, the max drawdown, basically everything the trader is willing to do. If you click on provider history, my apologies for the XStation's performance right now on my computer. I have a few applications running, so it's just running a little bit slower. We get to see exactly what the trader is copying currently, right? So this trader is sticking to the US 100, which is obviously an indice of the top American companies in the game. It's extremely volatile and fluctuates quite a bit, which is why this trader has been able to make such considerable profit on every single trade they've made. And if you look, this trader is a newer trader, but they've been trading like absolutely crazy recently. Even today, they've already made, what's that, 6 or 7 trades. Just today, they made 6 or 7 trades. And they've managed to make a good amount of profit on those trades too, if you also take a peek at that. So it's definitely pretty cool to see, because if you do look at a lot of these traders, they like trading these massive indices like the DE30, like the US 100. It's basically a compository index of a lot of different companies out there. So it fluctuates so crazy because the value of these companies fluctuates so crazy. And because it's so many stock indices crammed into one, it's extremely volatile. So these mini movements that the market makes allows you to capitalize on some pretty serious maneuvers. So that's about it for the trader history. Let's go ahead and check Hero out and see if we can copy Hero's trades. Just give it a second or two, guys, here. We're going to let this come up. But yeah, it's interesting on the DE30. If you guys have seen some other webinars that we've run, we've actually tried to scalp the DE30 a couple of times, and it's worked out in our benefit before, even just kind of doing it like during the webinar. I think one time we made somewhere upwards of, it was like $15 or $19 just kind of scalping the DE30 during a question and answer period. So it definitely allows you to see how much profit is ultimately available to individuals out there if you trade on some of the major indices that these traders are trading on. And you're only going to really see that if you go onto X Social and check out the current positions that people have out there in the market. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the screen because it's kind of getting a little annoying now. Let's go ahead and refresh it. I've had it open for a little bit of time, so I think it just took a little bit of time with the webinar opening up and whatnot. But let's get this guy up and running. No more delays, X Station. So you guys get to see firsthand logging into the platform now. So you definitely should be a pro when it comes to step one of logging into the platform and getting over to X Social. So let's just give it a little bit of time here to load up. It is a Internet Explorer tab that I have up, and Internet Explorer isn't always the greatest, honestly. But yeah, it seems to not be too favorable to me at the moment here. Okay, here we go. It's moving, but it's moving a little slower than usual. Come on now. Yeah, it's just I think it's my internet's a little wonky, especially with the running in the background here, but let's try to get it up and moving a little quicker. So, okay, we got it coming up here. I just want to show you guys basically one more thing, and then we can open it up to questions. And the only thing I want to show you is just basically that marginal copying once again, because it's so important. Now that we see Hero, and now we're sorting back by overall profit once again, we can see that obviously Guantanamera is in number one if you look at the left-hand side, but Hero has dropped down because Hero hasn't made the most profit in the system yet because Hero is a relatively newer trader. I like seeing newer traders. I find they're much more enthusiastic and they're much more powerful in terms of like what they bring to the table, because they're obviously looking to get their name out there and obviously looking to start trading and make a lot of money right away because they're newer, especially if they see themselves in the top 10. They're going to want to prove themselves as a trader. Yeah, guys, it seems like the system is really not doing too well right now. I think it's just my internet is pretty horrible, especially with the webinar playing in the background. But honestly, if what I'm going to do now, just because we are getting to the 35-minute mark, if you guys want to stick around, I'm more than happy to answer questions right now. And at the same time, I'll see if I can get the station to copy Hero, because that's what we were going to do today is copy Hero. We were analyzing the trader today, trying to figure out what trader we should copy for you guys, and Hero kind of fit every single statistic along the way. So we believe that it could be a very powerful trader for you guys to try to copy. So we obviously wanted to show you guys that. But the system and my computer aren't being the biggest help right now. So, but we will do that. And at the same time, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. The top chat box is on the right-hand side here, so we'll make this a little bit more interactive for you guys. But yeah, any questions, feel free to ask. Because I'm kind of done my spiel at the moment right now. But we will get back to a couple things as I slowly try to copy Hero here. Oh, maybe we'll be able to. Yep, working a little quicker now. Perfect, great. So as you can see, the copy provider is currently up. This is something that we examined in the webinar before, if you guys recall. It's it was like one of the later slides that we had, and it showed you guys basically the manual version of it, right? So obviously, I only have an account balance of about $77,000, so it's definitely higher than the $1,000 range, but nowhere near Hero's account balance, which if you guys look closely at the screen here, you can see that Hero's account balance is at $110,000. So That's not what I have and not what I'm willing to risk. So obviously I want to manually copy this trader. So I'm going to click on manually copy trader here, and you'll see the check mark come up. My computer doesn't. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we got it. We got it, folks. So we got the manually copy. So now what you want to do is slowly adjust this so it's at the 0.1 mark, because currently we have it manually copied for one lot. This means that that's our max that we're willing to copy. So say the trader makes a trade of 2 lots, then we'll only copy 1 lot. But now I have it at 0.1 lots. So that means that whatever the trader does, I'm only copying 0.1 lots. So that's very, very, very minimal exposure that I'm willing to put in the game. So if they're only copying 0.1 lots, I only stand to lose, if the trade draws down 50 pips, I only stand to lose $50 on the trade. So if I were to have done 1 lot and it draw down 50 pips, I would stand to lose somewhere along the realm of 500 US dollars. So it's considerably less exposure than what I would be planning to do. Then obviously you want to adjust the maximum total volume of open positions. And if you have somewhere in the realm of, again, $1,000 or in the realm of $2,000, you want to make sure that you only have about 3 positions opened at once, because then that only allows the max volume of 0.3 lots to be open at once. So let's go back down 1 here. And then once we click OK, then we will be good to go. So we got 0.3 lots, perfect. And then when we click OK, we should be good. Come on. We'll click OK. And then once the system adjusts, and the trader will be placed in my trader portfolio down on the bottom right-hand side here. So whenever this trader makes a trade from now on out, my portfolio will naturally copy that trade, and the trader will profit and make my account balance grow. So that's about it for the webinar today, guys. We had a great start. Oh, perfect. We got it. Here it is, guys. We finally got it, the trader portfolio. My Internet Explorer finally allowed us to do it. Yeah, so sorry guys about the ending here and the Internet Explorer issues. Obviously, when we do live webinars, we are at the whims of the internet gods for some of our issues here. But hopefully you guys managed to squeeze enough knowledge out of that webinar, and hopefully it was informational for you guys. So just to kind of quickly go over something before I let you guys off here, we do have a contest that's ending at the end of this week. If you guys deposit before the end of this week, we will be able to get you a ballot for a trip to Barbados. So make sure to enter, guys. The early bird is already gone, so please enter when you can. If you guys don't have a live account, or you do have a live account, deposit, you got a ballot. The final thing I wanted to go over is that we do have our live trading event webinar this Friday. As I said, the people that attended it last webinar were up at least 20 pips, so that's a cool $20 in your pocket going into the weekend. You do have access to that if you are a live account holder with Currency House. So please let us know if you are looking to make the jump into a live account. There's virtually nothing to lose. There's no fees for transferring your funds to our accounts here. The funds will sit in your account until you're ready to trade, but you get access to a lot of different stuff, and you get access to a lot of trader assistance throughout the way. So, and for those of you with live accounts, you know you will be getting access to the account holders webinar this Friday. Also another trading webinar on X Mobile this Thursday. This Friday we're going to be looking at the employment figures for Canada. It's going to be huge because the employment figures for the United States were absolutely terrible last Friday, caused some major jumps. So we're definitely going to see something similar on the Canadian sphere. So I did go over the time, but I will stick around for another about 5 minutes. So if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to let me know. But from all of us here at Currency House, guys, we really hope you enjoyed the webinar today, and we really hope to see you out on the platform in due time.